understand why you don't generate any malevolence.
So I want everyone not to worry and to just go do what they need to do. Pow! But I don't mean like, see ya, have fun, I'll be over here. I promise I'm with the rest of you guys for the long haul.
Don't you think it would be better to tell that to everyone, not just me? After all, I'm sure Edna and Zavid would take no small amount of inspiration from it.
I don't know, it'd be weird to walk up to them and be like, I am here, we are friends.
Probably true.
Sheesh, you women folks sure are complicated. But then, that's part of the appeal.
Are you just stupid?
Yep, big old stupid Ed. The type who can't do anything but believe in the one way he's found to get stuff done.
What makes you believe in it?
I just have a need to protect the pride of my friends and fellow Seraphim. No one becomes a Hellion because they want to. But when you turn into one, you know what that means, right? So that's why I end it for them, for the sake of their pride.
And you think that saves them?
Who knows? That's something they get to ponder after death, in their own personal afterlife.
How gallant of you. So that must be what makes you so...
Attractive? Ow! Hey! Knock it off! Don't you all have one more thing you need to brace yourselves for?
It'll depend on what Saray does with Mautelis after we take down Heldolf. But you know what? That's all right. I'm prepared. No matter what he decides, I'm willing to accept it.
Gotta say, I think your resolve wins out over mine. I don't even know if I could do that. Just look on silently while one of our own suffers in agony.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about that. We're all in this together till the very end.
So, if Zavid's quivering in fear, you'll be there to give him a gentle hug, right?
Gross.
Well, if my saying something is enough to cheer those two up, it might be worth it after all.
It's enough to have someone to lend you a kind word. After all, that's what friends and comrades are for. But Rose, if you don't mind, may I ask what prompted you to bring all this up?
I just kind of thought you and I might have sort of been thinking about stuff along the same lines. I just wanted to tell you, you don't have to carry it all by yourself. Huh? What? Did I say something funny? Huh?
The two of us really are more alike than we realize. We commit to things, we decide on what role we're going to play, without really consulting with anyone else.
Oh, now that you mention it. So that's why I felt like we might be sharing the same thoughts. We're the same, independent women.
Rose, I must thank you. I feel like a great load has been taken off my mind.
Really? Hey, cool beans.
I'm profoundly grateful to whatever twist of fate brought us together.
You really are a drama queen, Lila.
Aw, Rose!
All right, come on. We got some friends to go cheer up.
There's something I learned from this journey. Some stars you can't see, and because you can't see them, you think they're not shining. But they are.
It turned out that there were a lot of stars that we couldn't see from our home in Elysia.
Once people notice the stars, they start to understand just how brilliantly they shine. Just like how Alicia finally got a sense of what Seraphim were truly like the first time she heard your voices.
That was a trip. You should have seen your face.
I was really excited back then. It gave me hope that one day other humans might be able to talk to the Seraphim.
But even then, you had to cut off your senses and hold your... Oh, I see. You were actually contemplating what you'll do after the last battle.
Yeah. If I let myself become a vessel for Anatoliy and shut off all my senses, we might be able to spread that power throughout the entire continent of Glenwood. If it works, and that's a big if, the Squire ought to be able to wield power like mine, even if she doesn't possess natural ability on par with a shepherd.
So long as you entrusted all of your senses to the Squire, it's not out of the question. And we might be able to grow the ranks of squires who could help us. Just think of Alicia. It's arguably a more constructive approach than just waiting for another shepherd to appear.
Exactly.
But you understand the implications, don't you?
Yeah. Until the Squires can quell enough of the Earth's malevolence to let Anatoly's natural purification take over, I would need to wait and sleep.
By bonding with Anatoliy, you'll be abandoned in time. It could take years. It could take centuries. And even if humans appear who can see and talk to Seraphim, there's no guarantee they'll choose the path of coexistence.
I believe in them.
What about your dream? Weren't you going to go off exploring ruins around the world?
My dream will live on, so long as I don't forget.
Very well.
Thank you, Mikleo.
You're like prototypically stupid.
It's not so much that guys are stupid. It's just that the ladies are too smart.
What's that, your philosophy?
Huh. Looks like the gang's all here.
I suppose you were all listening to us then?
Yes.
I may not be Edna, but you really are.
Totally
Stupid.
Let's head out.
Huh? We're not waiting till morning?
No farewells to Alicia or anyone?
I'd like to set out under these stars tonight. So that every time I gaze up at the night sky, I can remember this very day.
Guess we've got our own romantic right here.
You think so?
So what's up? Are we going?
Yeah.
To the last battle.
Yeah.
All right then. No doubts, no regrets.
Let's go.
You're not worried about Alicia and the others?
Not at all. Sergei and Lucas are with her.
Our next destination is Elysia.
Yeah. There should be a passage that leads to Camlon where Maltellus is waiting.
What are we gonna tell Gramps?
Let's just not tell him.
Saray,
There's no need. It's not like we'll never see him again.
you're right. Let's do this.
Wasn't worried for a moment.
Lightning Tiger is on!
Not yet!
Face of water! Z!
Focus! Let's get him!
Victory is ours.
Be on your guard!
Come forth, beast of water!
Hey, what? Lightning strike!
No one!
Can stand!
Oh, Shepard. What brings you all the way out here?
I'd ask the same. Is something the matter out here?
We are part of the joint border guard between Highland and Rollins. But we spotted a village that's not on the map. We were about to go investigate.
Would it be alright if we handled the investigation instead?
Good call. If it turns out those two are actually back.
I'm not sure I take your meaning.
There's a high chance you might encounter danger there that only the Shepherd could handle.
But
Please. I'm worried for everyone.
understood.
Lila! Flames gather!
Serpent of water! Runic circle!
Sweet dreams! I better get it together.
I can't believe there are so many Hellions out there. There's something there.
A and there's two of them.
Give it your all! Go forth! Beast of
They're
water!
both right here! In this village!
Looks like victory all around!
Phew.
Good work!
You two.
Shepard, what was that?
Who are these women?
They collapsed. Please, take care of them.
Will do. Most likely they fell victim to the sleeping sickness.
Sickness?
We consulted older records pertaining to this area. It turns out there was a village here called Fortin that was wiped out 20 years ago.
The records indicate that everyone in the village caught an illness that made them lethargic and constantly sleepy. As if they were trapped by the illusions men call dreams.
Saray, do you think...
It's just such a pity. Was it fate that the Cardinal and her sisters all had to choose between death and a life that would turn them into Hellions?
Well,
There is such a thing as destiny in this world. But I don't want to believe that everything that happens is predetermined.
I've never really put much stock in destiny. Everyone lives on the razor's edge between light and darkness. You never know which way they'll fall. It just so happened that all three sisters fell on the side of darkness and became Hellions. That's all.
can you choose which side you fall on?
Yeah. It's your own life, after all.
Saray,
Yeah, Rose has the right idea.
Huh? What's up with the two of you?
We were going to report to you about two separate incidents.
But it looks like they're related.
What do you mean?
I had some info about the Romano firm. The owner, Romano, is supposedly an art connoisseur. People who went bankrupt offered him their prized arts as collateral for relief.
Mine was about the children of the vagrant hunters. Apparently, their targets were carriers hired by those bankrupt families, so the stolen goods were works of art to be taken as collateral for Romano.
Could that be just coincidence?
Everything happens from the interrelated strands of coincidence. But behind every hint of self-interest is an intention.
Right.
Romano claimed breach of contract, saying he didn't get the goods and gave a final warning. That's why so many have had to file bankruptcy.
And what happened to the artworks?
He's taken them all for himself.
So this was all a scheme for him to get his hands on them.
Can't be held accountable if there's no evidence, right?
The only evidence there is would be the group of children who attacked the carrier.
So that's what he meant by destroying the evidence. That no-good, lousy son of a...
All right, I'll go find out myself.
Romano's headed for Marland. Be careful.
He must have bodyguards, too.
Roger. You two keep investigating. Hey,
I'll go too.
thanks.
How are you going to go about this?
Just leave it to me. Let's meet with this Romano.
I have a bad feeling about this.
A bit of a fixer-upper, but it'll do. I have plenty of renovation money, after all.
Using our little refund for renovation, just too smooth.
Are you Mr. Romano?
Who the hell wants to know? I've got this place reserved.
There's something I want to ask you. You can just buy works of art. Why are you getting them through such underhanded means?
She sure doesn't waste time.
Figures.
Who are you?
The scattered bones.
What?
Is this some kind of a joke, little girl?
A joke? Taking all the property from bankrupt people? Killing all the children you've used? You've really messed up now.
Oh, you think you can prove it?
Do you understand the situation you're in, Mr. Romano?
Oh, don't just stand there and protect me, you fools! Do your jobs!
Hellions!
Thanks for proving me right, Romano.
Go for it! Are these the ones who killed...
So tell me, how does love make you two feel?
I feel like I want this jerk to get away from me. Is that love?
Oh yeah, that's love for sure.
Love takes many forms, I see.
Remove the ego from a love-hate relationship and what's left?
Must be hate.
How could you do something so terrible for a few pieces of artwork?
Pieces of artwork? I am reclaiming these beauties! From fools like you, who would reduce such beauty to monetary value! Why would I buy them? I would never tarnish their value by degrading them to property! True beauty should rightfully be in the hands of one who truly comprehends it! Me! These works of art should be mine and mine alone! This is my calling, my war I shall fight to protect artistic beauty the world over! For the sake of such a historic undertaking, who cares about one or two dead brats?
Can he be purified?
He isn't emitting any malevolence.
Figured.
Hold on a moment.
Help me!
May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
When did you...
We figured out who these two are.
They're kidnappers who've killed over 30 people. There were requests from the victims' families.
Well, that's the end of that. Mission accomplished.
How should we report back to our client?
I'll tell the children myself. Could you come with me?
Of course.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry.
Well, as long as you're okay.
Quick! Stop him, Shepard!
Lila! She went mad with rage right after regaining consciousness. We couldn't do anything to stop her.
The memory of her companions getting killed had probably taken over her troubled state of mind.
And so, she became a Hellion once again.
In the end, I couldn't save anyone.
That's not entirely true. Think about it. If you hadn't purified her, she would have killed many more. If that was the result of her grief toward her companions, then she would be beyond redemption. The lad was just unfortunate is all.
The scattered bones have delivered their vengeance. So didn't he get his wish after all?
No. We just did what we had to, nothing more. That's not saving anything, if you think about it.
Huh? Then why do it?
You know how all kinds of terrible things happen in the world lately? I want to do everything I can to stop them, before they start happening all over the place.
Of course, that's the duty of the scattered bones.
Yeah. We've had our share of hard knocks too. That's why it's our duty to put an end to it if we can.
Meaning that it's your job to kill.
Yeah. But it's true that a world where we don't have to kill would be best. Egil, Felice, Talfrin, Roche, and the others feel the same way. As do I. But Saray, you can actually save them. Have confidence and just do your thing.
My job is to give life.
You got it. Yeah, I had one more thing to say. Thanks, Saray.
Huh? For what?
For not wanting me to have to keep on killing. I don't regret what I do, but I'm glad you worry for me.
I do understand your resolve as the leader of the Scattered Bones. But that doesn't change how I feel about it.
Stubborn as ever.
Look who's talking.
Well, glad we're not enemies.
And I'm glad that you're my squire.